Your ultimate power is usually in silence. You usually are able to show your value through silence. You usually lower your value through talking. So in this video, we're going to show you the power of silence and why it's your ultimate weapon in life. All right. So with that being said, let's begin. And if you enjoy this content, just hit the like button and subscribe to this channel.
Don't underestimate the power of silence. Sometimes being silent is the most powerful thing you can ever do. Not all things deserve our attention or our energy. Not every action needs a reaction. I used to be someone that acted on emotion, quick to give someone a reaction, and sometimes people will look for a reaction out of you and find great pleasure in provoking you and seeing you act out of character. Do not do that to yourself. Stand in your power. Do not waste words on people who deserve your silence. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can ever say is nothing at all.
Yeah, and usually when you're in a situation that you don't know what to do, it's usually best to do nothing. It's usually best to stay silent. When you don't know how to respond to this person, it's better to just keep quiet. When you don't know whether or not to send that text, the best solution in that moment of confusion is to do nothing. When you don't know if somebody likes you, sometimes doing nothing will reveal if they like you. It really does. But this strategy takes patience and not needing validation, not needing other people's opinion to make you feel better about yourself.
Why is it so important to stay silent after a breakup? This is why.
Well, I genuinely hate YouTubers that only talk about breakup. First of all, because I think, in my opinion, look, this is just my opinion. It's a little predatory, um, because they're playing on the fact that you're heartbroken and they're giving you false promises that they're gonna come back. You know, like I personally have a tough time with those types of YouTubers because they play on your desire for hope, on your hope that this thing.
Silence is the best answer to someone who doesn't value your words. My silence is so different.
Why are they in the closet? What's up with these TikToks?
My silence is, I'm tired of fighting. And now there's nothing left to fight for. My silence means I'm tired of explaining my feelings to you, but now I have no energy to explain them anymore. My silence means I've adapted to the changes in my life and I don't want to complain. My silence means I'm on a self-healing process and I'm trying to forget everything.
And usually, this is actually real. When you genuinely change from within, you change in silence. In other words, you don't tell people, "Hey, I changed." You just feel happier, and if you're happier, you don't need to advertise it. When you're genuinely happy, when you're not genuinely happy, you have to advertise it. You have to let everyone know about it. And so it's the same thing with this. Is that if you genuinely heal, you're gonna heal in silence. If you genuinely change, you're gonna change in silence. If you're doing fake healings, you're gonna heal in public. If you're changing for someone, you're gonna announce your change. And unfortunately, that never comes forth. It never. Those are not real changes. True changes, you lose a certain level of self consciousness when you're actually changing for the better.
I ever wanted from you. My silence means I'm just trying to move on gracefully with all my dignity. That was a quote the other day I heard, and that's exactly what I was suffering, was that type of silence that I'm just tired of fighting. And I know you are too. I know you feel the pain when you just stay in silence and people stomp all over your.
Christ.
And by the way, if you guys are enjoying this video, check out our free gift, people. Yeah, that's right. I have a free gift. It's an audiobook, an ebook about how to make him chase. I wrote it, not an AI. We're not going to let the AIs take credit, people. Right. And you could check it out on the description down below by just putting your email. And there you can sign up to my mailing list where I give you guys advice and I'll give you guys a first bids on my seminars, because we're doing seminars in New York City, LA, Chicago, London, and Amsterdam. And also check out the t-shirt store. These are clothing made by me and for me. Look at this. As you guys can see, these are the printing. So if you guys like my clothing, if you like my art, click in the description down below and let's continue with the video.
You will never become all that God called you to become until you can take what people are doing to you in silence. You probably could get further if you would close your mouth. But because you open your mouth too much, now it takes a lot to remain silent.
And this is why a lot of people don't achieve their goals because they can't just shut up. They can't just shut up. What do I mean by that? That when you talk about the things you're going to do to other people, you usually don't do it. You don't. But whenever you don't tell someone what you're going to do, the likelihood of you doing it multiplies big time. Why? Because by telling people what you're going to do, you get validation from them. Unless it's me, which I don't. I don't praise people for plans. I praise people for actions. And that praise causes you to not feel the need to do it anymore because you already got the reward. It's best to just keep your goals like it's a mantra and keep it to yourself.
It takes a lot.
Right?
Being silent is the break. Sometimes being silent is the loudest thing you can ever say. Imagine in a breakup. You break up with somebody, you're with the love of your life, and they don't say anything for 6 days after spending every day together for 2 years. How loud is that? Louder than a fucking amplifier.
It's this guy talking like that.
Sometimes not moving is the move.
Not doing nothing.
Sometimes you have to pause and wait. And that takes more energy than moving.
It's almost like this is why it's so important to practice speaking without words. Practice communicating things with just a look. Practice saying things or responding without saying anything, right? So somebody says, "Hey, Alexis, do you want to try that?" Rather than say, "Yeah, sure." I just go, "Uh-huh." Like practice speaking without words. Try to find socially acceptable moments when you can respond with just a look, with just a uh-huh, with just because the more you say without words, it'll give you an aura of power. That's it. Just give it a try. Give it a try and observe anyone of power. They all speak without words. They all learn to speak without having to say anything. And this is where a lot of people lose value in life. Is that the only way that they are able to stand out, the only way that they can communicate who they are, it's through words. And that is you are limiting yourself when you do that.
Sometimes not saying anything and biting your tongue takes more energy than running 10 marathons.
I remember kid. I clearly remember when I was a kid, I could not stop talking. I swear to God. I swear. I remember just like I'll say to myself, Alexa, you're not going to speak today. And my urge to speak, to interact with people was so incredible that it was genuinely difficult to stay quiet. Right. And usually people who are really dumb, people who usually die in movies are the ones that talk too much. You will get yourself more into trouble by talking, and you will get yourself out of trouble a lot quicker by just staying silent.
They will feel the impact of your silence the moment you do this. The moment that you stand on business, this is when they're going to feel the impact of your silence. Because now you're serious. Now you're looking at it as, okay, hey, let me show them better than I can tell them. Let me distance myself from this person, not respond to their texts, not respond to their phone calls. Let me just focus on myself, because what I was doing in the past, chasing them, putting them on this pedestal, right? Trying to make them realize that I'm the one for you. Hey, I was here. I still want you. That actually repelled them. That energy that I was giving off, it repelled them. That's why they with somebody else, or they say I needed space or time for myself. All of these.
They're with somebody else because one, maybe they didn't like you for real. Because this is the thing. What you guys have to understand is that somebody will like you if you're needy. They will like you, even they will love you even if you're needy. But would they respect you is different. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of people conflate this. This does not make somebody like you. This just makes somebody who likes you to respect you more, to honor you more, to not let them take advantage of you.
Excuses that they tell you versus telling you that they just don't want to be with you because you had this needy energy. You smothered them. Too many arguments, right? They don't want to say all that. They're ready to just have a cliche, I need to work on myself. It's not you, it's me situation. But when you stand on business and say, hey, I'm about to go silent. I'm about to let you do you because I'm about to do me, baby. You know, I'm about to live my life now. They're going to feel that because now you're no longer available to them anymore. Every time that they had an issue or every
When you become unavailable, you become different in their eyes. When you become unavailable, you become more alluring to them, right? Now, it may not cause them to like you back, right? But if they're faking not liking you or pulling away, your silence will communicate all of the value. No, actually, your silence will do the dirty work for you, pretty much.
Every time that they wanted to play this game with you, you was right there. You'll take them back on the drop of a dime, just like that. But now you realize that, hey, I've been hurt too many times. I've been played too many times. This person is putting me on the back burner. You have more respect for yourself now. You saying, hey, look, I get it. You don't want to be with me? Cool. Let me go somewhere else. Now they like, wait. Let me reel you back in. Let me still get your validation. Let me still get this ego boost. But now you no longer that person anymore. The impact of your silence is going to really, really, really impact them. They're going to feel it. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to be looking at their phone. Your name is no longer on there anymore. They're going to call you straight to voicemail. They're going to want to see you on social media. They're going to call you and say, hey, can we meet up?
Understand is that silence makes people emotional. Humans don't like silence. It's natural. It's unnatural to be in silence. Really. There's no place outside of your home that's truly silent. Outside of nature is not silent at all. If you actually are around ecosystems, you're never truly silent. How do I know that? Well, because I have ringing in my ear. The only place I hear the ringing is in my apartment. Everywhere else, even outside in nature where it seems silent, is never truly silent, right? So humans are not accustomed to silence. That's just how that works. Give them a dose of that, and just like a human, when you isolate them and put them in silence, they start to hallucinate things. They start to see things, and this hallucination is they start to hallucinate how amazing you are. They start to exaggerate your positive traits and diminish the negative ones.
Silence is your most powerful tool sometimes. I know you want to send that text. I know you want to call them. I know you want to pour out your feelings to them. I know that that's how you guys are feeling, but I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to remain silent. If your ex is trying to start a fight with you, maybe they're sending you mean things, they know what's going to push your buttons, so they might press those buttons for you. Do not give in to that. If you don't give them a response or reaction,
Honestly, it blows my mind that people are in such love-hate relationships with their exes, honestly, because you be entertaining toxic behavior like that. Like it's not normal to be you know what I mean? Like silence should not be used for getting the upper hand in a toxic relationship. I don't agree with that. Silence should only be used to show your worth to someone who's appreciating you, to show your worth to someone who maybe is misunderstanding your worth. You get what I mean? So always understand that the silence does not make somebody like you. It just intensifies what's already there. And if you know how to use silence to make somebody like you, realize they don't really like you. It's really just a projection that came from their own insecurities. They only want what they can't have, right? So this is the power of silence, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to react to next. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys can check out my other courses that are more in-depth and more profound, such as the Psychological Game of Attraction, which is a course for women who are single, Natural Chemistry, which is a self-help course on women on how to build how to embrace their masculine energy, how to embrace their feminine energy, Natural Chemistry, which is a course for women who are in relationships, Charisma Blueprint, which is a course on how to build charisma, Emotional Mastery, which is a course on how to become emotionally resilient. It's pretty much I teach you what I use to manifest my current life, to be honest with you. And you could purchase them all by joining the Mindful Attraction University, where you could purchase all of my courses. Usually all of my courses are $99. If you purchase all of them, you could get, I believe is $3.99. You could purchase them all. And there you'll be able to get access. And if you don't like the course, you guys can get a refund from Father Alex. Father Alex doesn't scam his subscribers. Father Alex is here to help. So if you guys feel like this video helped, trust me, you will like the course, because it's very rarely that the courses that you purchase from me don't work for that, whatever you're trying to. A lot of people purchase Natural Chemistry to improve their relationships with their partners, and it works. There's plenty of testimony. Just go to the website, Psychological Game of Attraction. If you're single and you apply that course, you won't be single for long. right? I'm telling you, if you're somebody who's overly masculine or you have too much feminine energy, check out the feminine woman. It'll teach you how to balance it so that you could have that sensation where you're feminine, but there's strength emanating from you, right? I mean, then too many women have that feminine energy, but it emanates as weakness. I'm here to teach you guys how to use your masculine so that you could strengthen and show that feminine energy without really looking way too masculine or way too feminine. And that allows you to have that beautiful balance that men respect, but also find attractive, right? So you can purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below, and I'll see you guys inside. Take care.